What's up, guys? It's JTB Gaming here, and today we are starting our second season of our Cambridge United Road to Glory. In the preseason, we'll be entering the European Continental Shield just because of the chance that we will get the most money from winning the whole entire thing. This is the team that we will be using throughout this season. As you can see, we switched to that 5-2-1-2. We are now a 2.5-star team after starting off as a 1-star team. So in 1 year, we were able to go up 1.5 stars, which is an incredible accomplishment. For our youth academy, I am sending our first scout to Northern Ireland for 3 months just to find wingers, just because we need to occasionally have a little bit of pace in the team. Someone we can put up top or maybe at the wing back just to add a different element to the game. Our second scout we are sending to Scotland for 3 months to find some physically strong players. This is just because in our formation with the 5-2-1-2, we don't really need any players out wide. And usually whenever you get physically strong players, you get strikers, center mids, and center backs. So we want to have a nice, solid, strong spine to the team. Our third and final scout we are sending to England to find some playmakers, just because those 3 midfielders are so crucial in this team, as they are the main contributor to our offense and they are in charge of feeding the strikers. So we just need these 3 players to be 3 of our best players going forward. In the preseason, we were able to win easily, winning each game about 2-0. As you can see from the overall quality of our squad, we were definitely the best team in this preseason cup, and we were able to get all the prize money, which we can now use towards maybe finding a player to buy or improving our youth academy even more. Looking at all the other teams in the league, Barnsley will most likely provide a difficult challenge, as they were just relegated from the championship, and we can see Bradford City ended up joining us in this 3rd tier. Forest Green have joined us from League 2. Ipswich will be a tough team to compete against. Luton Town will also be, as they were just relegated from the championship. Peterborough, our main rivals, are also still in the league. Port Vale ended up joining us as well. QPR was relegated from the championship. We now get into our first game of the season against Doncaster at the Keep Moat Stadium. Early in the game, we conceded a penalty. Okurto stops the penalty, giving us a good amount of momentum very early on in the game. Later in the game, Gordson gets played in behind. Instead of shooting it, he lays it across to Schwab, who is able to smash it into the goal, giving us a 1-0 advantage against Doncaster in the first game of the season. Entering halftime, we have definitely been dominated. However, we are winning 1-0, so hopefully we can hold on to this lead throughout the rest of the game. In the 52nd minute, we win the ball, have a lazy turnover before they play the ball into their striker, and he smashes it into the back of the net, leveling the game 1-1. This pass was not what I intended to do, and our striker collected himself and put it into the back of the net. At the end of the game, it ended up being a 1-1 draw. It's not the greatest result, but it's also not the worst. But I feel confident going into the season that we will be able to improve, and in the second time we play Doncaster, that we will be able to beat them. Looking at the match facts after the game, we definitely were the more lucky side, as they were able to have more shots on target. They had more possession. They had more corners. We were just able to have one chance and convert it, and that is honestly all that we need. In the first round of the Carabao Cup, we were drawn against Rotherham United. 22 minutes into the game, we earned a penalty as our left back Banku goes up to shoot, and he converts from the spot, giving us a early 1-0 lead in the Carabao Cup. We are 1-0 up as they go to restart the ball. In the 30th minute, they get the ball. They're able to quickly move the ball around before their striker puts it into the back of the net. I was honestly not upset at the goal. As you can see from this angle, it was just a beautiful goal, and sometimes you just have to admit the fact that you got scored on and move on. After 30 minutes, we are tied 1-1. In the 43rd minute, also Leah finds Nedelev, who plays Gordon in behind, before he gives it to Wadent, who absolutely smashes the ball from the top of the box. First time, giving us a 2-1 lead just a couple of minutes before halftime. This was an absolute bullet and an amazing goal, which is why we signed him. Just 2 minutes before halftime, we are leading 2-1. In the 50th minute, we have another sloppy turnover before the ball gets played into their striker, and he megs our keeper. Honestly, this has been a recurring issue that our center backs just have not been able to find the right pass, and this is definitely something that we need to work on to prevent simple, stupid goals like this one. After 50 minutes, it is tied 2-2. In the 81st minute, Hannett plays our youth player Murray, who we just promoted, plays back to Hannett, and Hannett smashes it into the back of the net. An absolute super sub. This was exactly what I wanted from him, and I can always count on him to score important and crucial goals like this, sending us into the lead. After that Hannett goal, we were up 3-2 with just 8 minutes left to play. In the end, we ended up winning 3-2, with that Hannett goal being the deciding goal, capping off an incredibly stunning game. Looking at the match facts, it was an extremely even game. However, we were just able to make more of the chances that we got, giving us the 3-2 win in the first round of the Carabao Cup. In the league, we have a big match against our main rivals, Peterborough. 25 minutes into the game, Gordon gets played in behind their defense as he shoots and scores. That Gordon goal puts us up 1-0 25 minutes into the game. In the 39th minute, we earned a penalty, and Nedelov steps up to take it. He shoots and scores, converting from the spot. After that Nedelov penalty, we are up 2-0 6 minutes before halftime. At halftime, we were up 2-0. We have had more shots, but we've had the same amount of shots on target. Ours have just both been goals. They've had more possession, but we have had better passing accuracy, which has helped us control the game, which has allowed us to get this 2-goal advantage. In the 59th minute, Gordon picks up the ball, plays the ball in to Wadent, who smashes it into the side netting. After that Wadent goal, we are up 3-0 59 minutes into the game. At full time, it is a 3-0 Cambridge United victory. Looking at the match facts after the game, as far as shots go, we were very even. We just made more of ours. For possession, we were very even. Our shot accuracy was higher, and our pass accuracy was higher, which allowed us to win the game. Up now, we have our Carabao Cup game against Norwich. In the 10th minute of the game, Banku is driving towards the end line before he plays it back to Wadent, who smashes it into the back of the net. After that Wadent goal, we are up 1-0 11 minutes into the game. In the 42nd minute, El Salia plays Wadent, who plays Nedelov, who plays Gordon, who smashes it into the back of the net. After that Gordon goal, we are up 2-0 after 43 minutes. At halftime, we look at the match facts, and we have had more goals, less shots on target, and less possession. We have really just been trying to counterattack, as Norwich are a better team. In the 55th minute, their winger whips the ball into the box to their striker, who just megs Kurto. As you can see on this replay, I don't understand what Kurto was doing. As you can see, he literally just stands there and gets nutmegged. A truly terrible goal to concede. After that Norwich goal, we are up 2-1 in the 56th minute. In the 62nd minute, El Salia is dribbling towards the end line, cuts it back, crossing his defender, smashes it into the upper 90. After that El Salia goal, we are up 3-1 in the 62nd minute. We did go on to win the game 3-1. As you can see from the match facts, we had more goals. They had twice as many shots and 3 times as many shots on target. They had more possession, but in the end, we did win, and that's all that matters in the end. Our youth scouts have returned from their first 3 months, and on their next 3 months, I was thinking of sending this youth scout to Northern Ireland to get some defenders, just because some of our defenders are older, and I would like to have young replacements coming specifically from the youth squad. Our second scout is going to England to find some strong players to help solidify the center of our team. Our third scout is going to the Republic of Ireland just to find some more defenders. In the Carabao Cup, we traveled to Old Trafford to face Manchester United. After 90 minutes, we ended up drawing 2-2. It was a very even game, and now we are off to penalties. This is the order we will be taking our penalties in. We're going to be starting off strong with Banku, then Schwab, then El Solia, then Waden, then Gordson, then Friend, then Murray, then Ream, then Besse, then Omergic, then Kurto. We are now in the penalty shootout as Ramos steps up to take his first penalty, but Kurto is able to save it. Next up is Banku. He sends De Gea the wrong way, smashing it upper 90, giving us the 1-0 advantage. Pogba is the next Manchester United player to step up to take a penalty. And he sends Kurto the wrong way, but he hits the post, which means if Schwab can score this, which he does, we are up 2-0 after 2 penalties. Marcus Rashford steps up, and he sends Kurto the wrong way, putting it into the back of the net. El Solia now steps up, looking to smash it right down the middle. De Gea doesn't move, saving the penalty. Alexis Sanchez steps up now, and he just sends Kurto the wrong way, making it 2-2. Waden now steps up to take his penalty, but De Gea saves it, equaling it 2-2. Fred steps up, and he is able to convert his penalty. So now Gordson must convert this penalty in order to keep us alive. Looking to go right upper 90. He steps up. De Gea went the right way, but Gordson was still able to convert it. Now Ferran Torres steps up for Manchester United as he sends it over the bar, meaning that if Friend can score this, we will beat Manchester United in the Carabao Cup on penalties. Look to smash it in the bottom right corner. Send De Gea the wrong way, score the penalty. It's exactly what Friend needed to do, and that's exactly what he did, as we go on to beat Manchester United on penalties in the Carabao Cup. Now we have a game against our biggest rivals, Peterborough, in the Leasing.com trophy. This is how we will be lining up in our 5-2-1-2. They also will be lining up in a 5-2-1-2. Their front three are very quick, technical players, so we will have to watch out for that. 11 minutes into the game, El Solia wins the ball before he dribbles and plays Waden in behind, who gets the ball and curls it into the back of the net. After that Waden goal, we were up 1-0 in the 12th minute. In the 19th minute, Nedelev gets the ball, crosses his defender, and smashes it into the bottom corner. That Nedelev goal has given us a 2-0 lead in the 20th minute. In the 48th minute, their striker turns one of our center backs around before he smashes it into the back of the net. After that Peterborough goal, we are up 2-1 just 4 minutes after halftime. At the end of the game, it was a 2-1 win for us. We had more goals, more shots on target, more shots, more possession, more corners. We had better shot accuracy, we had better pass accuracy. We just dominated the game and we deserved to win. Looking now at where we are as a club before the new year starts, we are first in the league, 3 points ahead of Portsmouth. In the Carabao Cup, we went on to beat Watford 4-3 on penalties after drawing the full game 1-1. We have drawn Spurs in the semi-final of the Cup, with the other match being Liverpool versus Manchester City. In the FA Cup, we have drawn against Barnsley in the 3rd round. In the Leasing.com trophy, we have been drawn against Bradford in the area final, with the other match being Accrington versus Portsmouth. We have not brought in any players since the first transfer window ended. However, we have sold one of our youth players, Charles Edwards, who just didn't have good potential. We sold our backup goalkeeper, Sheridan, as we have signed a couple of goalkeepers to the youth squad. We have loaned out Oliveira, Cunningham, Duffy, Drummond, and Granero, just because they won't be getting much play time, but they have high potentials. This is how that month of January will be looking for us. As you can see, we have some tough cup games. We also have some tough league games. However, if you want to see how this all turns out, stay tuned for the next video. and it's JTB Gaming signing off.